Well, hello, everyone. This is Amber Town, your terrific Tuesday $1 Million Messenger, calling you from the greater Phoenix area. And boy, oh boy, am I excited that we are in the last 2 months of the Mary Kay year. I love treating May and June like one big month because you allow May to gain the momentum to have June finish strong. And I know sometimes you feel like you're stuck. You feel like you're not quite where you wanted to be by the end of the year, but let's just be super duper clear. What you do today, you'll see in 30 days in your personal business. What you do today as a sales director with your unit, you will see in 6 months. So stay the course. Let me say that again. What you're doing today, you'll see in 30 days with your personal business. So if you look back to 30 days ago, what were you doing in your business? It's usually a reflection of the results you're getting today. So if you want different results for your personal business, you have to change your effort today. So your effort will equal your results. You'll see the change in 30 days in your personal business. But if you're a sales director and you're wanting to change the direction, the momentum of your team, yes, you'll start seeing glimpses of light and things like that, but you will really see the results of the momentum you're creating today with your team in 6 months. So if you want a different 6-month victory, then you need to start with today. Whether you're close to your year-end goal, whether you're really far away, whether you didn't even get started at your year-end goal, today is a day that you get into movement. Because again, movement creates emotion. Motion creates emotion. And when you have lack of emotion for your business, it's really hard to do it. And so you have to create the motion first. You have to get into action first. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about getting unstuck. And it's not like a long $1 million message, but not many of mine are. But I remember when I was a consultant, I was a young lady in Mary Kay, and I would tell my mom, I feel like I'm stuck. And she's like, well, what are you doing? And 9 times out of 10, she would ask the right questions to figure out I wasn't doing anything. I was thinking about doing something. I was thinking about my strategy. I was thinking about doing my booking calls, but I wasn't actually doing them. Right? Oh, I would be so frustrated. She's like, well, how about you just try actually making phone calls? And so it was that isolation of that I thought I was working because I was thinking about it, but it really wasn't work. And so I'm going to just share with you guys 3 steps to get unstuck, to get your flow back, to feel like you're in motion so that you can create a different emotion, but also the results you're looking for in 30 to 60 to 90 to 6 months of time. So first, pause and pray for clarity. Sometimes it's not lack of motivation, it's lack of direction. Take 5 quick minutes to pray, breathe, and ask God, what's the next step? You don't need to know the full staircase. You just need to know the next step. And I do see people get hung up on that all the time. They're like, well, I don't know what, this, or this is. Well, how about we take the next step? Because with each step, you can see further away. You can see another step. But I often, talk about glory to glory is that, the Bible says that we will go glory to glory, but I also believe that there's valleys there. And so, but from each, and in my mind, if I were to see what a visual of what glory to glory looks like, that is from peak to peak, right? Well, we know that we don't move from peak to peak, but I've always thought that each peak that you arrive at, you can see to a higher peak. And I remember I used to, when I lived in a little 700 square foot condo, and then when I lived in my very first home that was 1,000 square feet, I used to go walk through model homes of builders just to dream. Oh my gosh, there's a bird that is so crazy outside, and I just heard it. Sorry, slight distraction. But anyways, I used to go walk through model homes, and I would just tell the real estate agent, hey, I'm just here to dream. And I would dream. But those model homes that I walked through in the past are nothing near the homes that I've lived in today. Why? Because each step has allowed me to see a little bit further, a little bit higher, dream a little bit bigger. So you don't have to see the whole staircase. You just need to worry about the next step. All right, number 2, move with what you have. This is probably my sweet spot. Perfection is a trap. Progress is a choice. Let me say that again. Perfection is a trap. Progress is a choice. Use your resources, contacts, and time that you have right now, today. Text one person, book one appointment, share one post. Small steps create shifts. And I can't stress that enough, is sometimes we're waiting for a perfect time to be able to sit down and do 56 booking reach outs, 10 booking reach outs. How about just do one? Instead of waiting for a perfect time, how can you squeeze one into your life today? How can you squeeze one booking into your busy schedule today? And figure out how to do it today. Number 3, speak life over yourself. You know, I probably say this a million times, but the Bible says that there's power in life in your tongue. And yet that is so directed towards you more than anything, because your subconscious mind only believes your voice. It doesn't believe jokes. It doesn't believe it when you're like being mean to yourself. Like, it believes what you say is truth for you. So what you speak about, you're drawing into your life. Your words have power. Replace "I'm stuck" with "I'm shifting." Instead of saying "I'm tired," say "I'm being strengthened." What you speak, you will start to see. Let me just be super clear. I know it's not easy to always speak life, but it gets easier as you practice it. I remember I read a book back when we lived in Kansas City, and I can't even remember what it was called, but it was something about complaining. I think it was a complaint-free world. And I challenged my kids to not complain for 30 days to get $100. And they didn't last past 4. But they at least made it to 4. And it was probably 4 more days without complaining that they had ever done. And so, but it does mean you have to bring your reticular activator, your mind, you have to bring attention to what you're talking about, because what you speak about, you will bring about. So, breakthroughs aren't born from ease. They're born from movement. Let today be the day you decide to move again. Let me say that again. Breakthroughs aren't born from ease. They're born from movement. Let today be the day you decide to move again. Well, either way, this is Ambertown Geehan, your $1 Million Messenger, signing off. I hope you have a fabulous Tuesday.